54, more than tripling Bernard's number.
Going to try to hit him hard early to make him respect him.
One body
fight with any shot.
There you go. Kovalev. You see, he got Hopkins constantly on the move. That's what you have to do to an older fighter. You got to constantly.
Down goes Kovalev through. He has extraordinary power. Hopkins was down twice against Jean Pascal. Had him down here in round one.
And Kovalev better be careful now. Although you had him down, punches back at Kovalev.
And Kovalev has shown that he will cut over both eyes.
It was dramatically and vibrantly on the moment. Crowd is into it now.
Corner, and as Hopkins tried to come out, Kovalev was ready and countered that jab. Wasn't, and it doesn't have to be long as it has the speed on it. And Bernard, you got to remember those punches.
That's John David Jackson's reaction in Kovalev's promoter, Kathy Duva, rise out of her seat and thrust her.
Getting that round was like he's doing now. He's not allowing Hopkins to take his time to rest.
Hopkins' opponents have ever looked in this position.
Going to why it took such gumption for Hopkins to make this fight, to actively seek a shot. It's very discouraging.
It makes him very nervous. Now he knows.
Vodnikov, and any volume Hopkins attempts against Kovalev opens him up for Kovalev.
Fighter, he's not going to punch when you punch. He's going to wait for you to get yourself out of position and try. Kovalev fighting very smart now. And you saw there, he didn't go at his head, he hit him on the arm.
John Warner, there you go. He's too old, his feints are slow. Not get too excited, control his breathing, not get ahead of himself, keep doing what he's doing.
And Bernard's not throwing.
Which is what he better do, because that's what Bernard is.
Not a great referee. The best referee in the building.
The real Bernard Hopkins has just showed up.
Yep. Kovalev get.
Of making Bernard Hopkins use his legs. That's how you work an old fighter. You have to make him legs. He can't continue to be as strong as he normally is in the late rounds.
Jabbing to that was a meaningful punch.
You still got a quick going at Bernard's head.
Head, the knockdown might have been fool's gold.
Yeah, but you saw how he got caught with a shot just in.
Does he have the reflexes to pull it off?
Every time Bernard walked, Kovalev salivating. Caught him with another hard shot there.
I would turn him loose. No thinking, no nothing. Just jump on Hopkins. And bobbing and weaving. I mean, every time Kovalev moves in, 3-0, Sergey Kovalev.
Harold, you may be right, you so frequently are. Been past 8.
And you believe me, that's what Hopkins is banking on right now.
Think about what we just said, guys. The 49-year-old fighter.
Except you see how relaxed Hopkins is, even under this assault, and
have ever seen before.
Yeah, but he's knocking the hell out of Kovalev every chance he gets to.
He is very relaxed, but Kovalev can all the way relax you. With the right one.
That was a good right-hand combination by Kovalev. Very smart combination.
Jabs to the body are scoring for Kovalev. Down with a right cross in round one.
You never expected him to come out and blow Kovalev away in the first 3 or 4 rounds ever in his career. So why would he not wait and try to win the last?
Did talk yesterday though about having to get on the inside of Kovalev's power.
Because if he would, then Bernard would start to show a little bit of a different reaction. But that's what John did. He's not really doing enough yet. See how Hopkins taking a gamble right there? That's what.
Kovalev told us yesterday that he's quite comfortable fighting at a slow pace. Punch a round rate with Hopkins. It's perfectly okay with him.
With old legs. That's the best thing he can do. In doing that, that wears Hopkins. But see how he making Hopkins work on defense? This is what guys don't do to Hopkins. 30 seconds of every round, and Kovalev is not allowing him to do that right now.
There's been a fair amount, meaning that Bernard hasn't been able to get anything done with his vaunted.
And the way Kovalev landed that right hook on the inside, he stepped back, he
shot Kovalev. Looks as though that eye might ultimately break open and show blood.
Because Hopkins told him to come on. Oh, there he is. Good shot. Some of the best defense ever.
But
the Chad Dawson fights are often conveniently overlooked. Both fights, especially the rematch.
Well, the first fight wanted out. Dawson did drop him.
He's a very different kind of fighter than Dawson. He has those snap
rounds, he'll start to land that shot.
Shumanov and have that kind of athleticism.
Well, they didn't have the footwork and the balance. Bernard at a distance to where Bernard has to stay worried and not be. Good right hand body shot by Hopkins.
More athletic, but tended to fade in fights and was not the fight.
As well as Kovalev does.
I got it 60-53, 6 rounds to nothing. Sergey Kovalev.
Been past 8, and I've learned enough to not write Hopkins off.
It falls apart in the last 4 rounds of the fight because of that. Still, to win it requires a kind of power that he hasn't often shown.
Bernard's hit.
Crowd chanting, "Be Hop." Hopkins landed a jab. It's 1 punch at a time for Bernard.
Could all unravel very quickly when they are. May not be true in Kovalev's case.
No one has ever knocked out Bernard Hopkins.
And Hopkins has been hit and dropped.
And Kovalev is very smart, as you see right there.
Good body shot. Make ropes again.
Now
Hopkins is in the corner, and this is where Kovalev begins
to throw big punches. Like that.
Down soft.
And he took a really good punch from Kovalev there.
Sure did.
A very good.
Archie Moore didn't make it to 49.
Nope.
Active at this level.
Coming in, too. A good hook by Kovalev.
That right hand seemed to have woken Hopkins up. The question is,
Kovalev sticking his jab. Double figures power punches in the round. Hopkins. Sergey.
And followed with that same right hand over the top of Hopkins' jab. High on the top of the head. Well, the punch landed high on the top of that alien head. And he often.
Round 9 begins. But on Harold Letterman's unofficial scorecard, he's got the kind of scoring pad.
Something that no one who's ever fought Kovalev has. Here he is in the 9th round.
Best fighter by far that Kovalev has ever faced as a professional.
This point involve a formula for winning the fight.
No, other guys have tried.
Nobody has been that impatient or had that type of patience to hold themselves to sleep. And now he's trying to wake them up and become a little bit more entertaining. But
a simple way to look at tonight coming in was the more fight there was in the fight, the better this fight there was in the fight, the better the chance for Hopkins. There's been enough fight.
Every now and then, see if he ever can hurt Kovalev. If he ever can hurt Kovalev, he'll go at him.
Yeah, but pace is more of a Hopkins style pace than a Kovalev style pace. And so far,
Bernard Hopkins had averaged throwing about 38 punches per round.
For Jim, he's fighting a guy that really can crack.
Yep.
The more punches he throws, the more with a big puncher like Kovalev. He can't waste punches. He can't take risks. He's not a risk taker.
The guy who can cut the ring forces the boxer to move more than he has to.
And now he's into the 10th round here. He has
hitting him harder in every single round, gets an extra point for the knockdown.
Well, it's not over yet. I'm sure he had a strategy coming in.
But he's them too. And Kovalev is not fighting a greedy fight. When he gets the upper hand sets and doesn't give Hopkins a chance to counter anything.
He's very smart.
good.
Good jab. It's hard for Hopkins. Oh, good right hand by Hopkins.
Oh, I think Kovalev did a little damage.
Now.
Of course, that's what Hopkins wants to do. It's late in the fight. It's past the 8th round.
But it does appear that Kovalev has left the calling card. Nations.
I think that left hook was the best left hook he's made. Oh, good hook by Hopkins.
Mind, so that as these later rounds approach, he would doubt Ard's big shots here and there. Kovalev remains very confident and disciplined.
Worry about it.
it.
He's been doing that since round 3.
Yeah. Maybe a little.
His time in Montreal may eventually take a big fight against one of the other top fighters in the division. Kovalev, after all, although one of the reasons that this fight took place is that Steve, and there are other young light heavyweights on the way up.
Oh, Kovalev is hurt. Went back, thought his leg was there, and it wasn't. I don't know if Hopkins shots, but he seems less wary of Kovalev's punches.
Hammered with hard shots in the corner right now.
People are trying not to stupid on Kovalev's part to trade with him. If he wears
Kovalev
himself
wants
out,
a minute to go. He's dominated the fight. He's got it in the bag. He's taken. 30 seconds to go. Kovalev still trying.
Right now.
And he would get Kovalev, because Kovalev is in bad trouble. Just walk.
Kovalev hammering Bernard Hopkins as we get to the final bell.
And guys, there were
Crusher